What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I will give you guys a Duramax update later on in the video, but some of you I should say should know this, that my grandfather passed away, who was a sergeant in the Marines during the Vietnam War. My little brother Grizzly Copen ended up getting his 2004 Chevrolet Trailblazer. So today we're going to kind of fix up some of the stuff that my grandpa messed up, which granted he was kind of older. He hit a couple things. We have a replacement bumper, replacement fender, new taillights for the Blazer. So today when Noah gets back from church, we're gonna start installing that stuff. But in the meantime, enjoy the freaking intro. Yeah, look at that LB7 smoke, baby. This is freaking America Day, that's why. A long story short, a lot of my videos, like towards the beginning and stuff like that, were actually at my grandpa's house because I was staying at my grandpa's house just so he kind of had somebody there with him. But the other day, my older brother and myself took Noah to the junkyard, a U-Pull-It junkyard here in central Pennsylvania, and got him two really good condition taillights for 30 bucks for the set. You can't beat that. My grandpa has a little bit of scuff marks on the back of his, so we're gonna put these in real quick before Noah gets home. So just so you guys have a little bit of a walk around and knowledge, he scraped back here. We're not too worried about that, but he did definitely gnar up the tail light a little bit, so that's gonna be good. Eventually Noah's gonna have to deal with this down in here and then maybe get a replacement rear bumper, but also the door right here, he kind of sideswiped something. But if you look around front, the front bumper, it's cracked, pretty spider webbed, and pretty messed up right here. And then the fender is definitely gonna need some attention. So like I said, we have a replacement fender for this and a bumper for that, and then we're gonna get into the taillights here in a second. Can you go turn the four-ways on real quick? Just so I can see that everything's mocked up and everything's going good. Beautiful. Can you hit the brake pedal?
Those big, when the four ways come on, that is the brake pedal.
That is the brake pedal. All right.
You just want the driving light, which is low.
All right. Good. We're all good to go. So like I said, guys, that just had a little bit of scuffs on it. We picked these up for 30 bucks for the set. Same thing with the other side, just kind of has like a little bit of scuff marks. No big deal. We'll end up keeping these taillights as spares, but like I said, this one over here is in pretty good shape. It's got a little bit of a scuff there, but it definitely doesn't have like the white residue of what that one does. We're gonna swap that one out real quick and keep moving forward. We tore this taillight completely apart only to find out that one of the 3 screws on the inside is actually stripped. It had a lot of corrosion on it. So until I can get another like board for the lights inside there, we're gonna leave this one in. Like I said, this one only has like a little bit of scratches down here, but we do have the replacement. I really don't want to screw up this taillight just in the case that we can ever use it as a spare. So up next, we're gonna focus on getting this dented fender off and the bumper off. Noah should be here shortly. Eventually we're gonna have to get him new taillights or headlights because the headlights are pretty fogged up. We can always try the $2 method that I used in one of my other previous videos, which was using toothpaste, which it definitely clears it up for the time being, but it's definitely not a long-term solution because they do start to haze up again. Now while I'm working on this, my dad actually took the front bar because Noah actually messed up, either Noah or my sister messed up the bar over here. So he's getting it, he got it all bent back into shape, and he's painting it right now to get back on the Kodiak. While I'm going down in Grandpa's basement to go get the bumper and the fender for the Trailblazer, I just want to say happy Easter to everybody and thank you for all the support that you guys have given me on the channel. Now that everything is up here, you guys can see it's a little bit dirty, no big deal. This does have like a little white scratch that we can eventually get out, but it's definitely better than having this crack. Props to my dad for picking this up for Noah. Color match should be pretty decent, but it's not going to be spot on. Also, Grandpa's Blazer did have this pinstripe, so Noah's just going to be without the pinstripe, but we can deal with that when the time comes. Let's get this all dismounted, hopefully before Noah gets here, so he can help me put it back together. So from what I can see, 10mm socket. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up top here. You're gonna have one inside the door. It's gonna be kind of hard to see. Yeah, right up top here. There's gonna be one in the middle, and then one actually down here underneath this ground effects piece. So we're actually gonna have to take that ground effect piece off as well. Noah has arrived. All the bolts are off. Noah, you got that fender? Take it over there. Set it down. So the old fender is off. You ready to put the other one on? Yeah. All right, let's get the new one on. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll reuse the same bolts, but let's actually focus on getting the bumper off first. So that way we have everything off and we can put it all back together at the same time. Next step, we're gonna get the bumper off. That way we can get that all situated. Now just don't start pulling, no, because you don't want to break anything, because we need to reuse the bolts and stuff that's inside here for the other bumper, okay? Getting the bumper off is super simple. Down here on the bottom, there's a clip. Now I have that really fancy tool that pulls out the clips right here. Showed you guys that in one of the recent Duramax videos. There's one on each of the side, and then we just took the bolts off the top of the grill, and then down here, those holes, there's one here and one here that helps get that out. Noah should be able to gently pull the bumper out now, obviously being careful because there's still wires connected for the fog lights. Noah, go ahead and try to wiggle it out.
Did you take a before picture?
No. No, just the bumper, no.
Oh.
Just the bumper. So if you grab it and you start to wiggle it, it'll slowly start to come out. You don't want to pull it too hard. On Grandpa's old bumper, his fog light was actually in better condition than what is on this one. So Noah took out the fog light on this side. He's going to place it inside this side, so then we're all good and we don't have any haziness in the fog lights. Right, Noah?
Right.
Right. Now, I didn't want to bore you guys to death with the whole putting it back together process, but you guys can see there was actually a little bit of a dent in the actual bumper underneath that we were going to hammer down, but we just decided we're better off not doing it. So you will see a little bit of elevation right over there in the bumper. That's fine. That's the least of our worries. But the new bumper and the new fender is on. The color match is a little bit off. It's kind of hard to tell. With the door closed, you'll be able to see a little bit more. But just between these two, obviously, they came off the same vehicle. It's okay. But if you're looking at this in comparison to this, you could definitely tell a difference. But if you're just taking like a quick glance, you won't notice it. Everything did mock up pretty good. So our next bet for a future video will be eventually getting that tail light out, getting that replaced, and then whatever Noah plans to do with the vehicle eventually is to basically up to him. One of his concerns was, and this is being a 17-year-old kid, was the pinstripe. He wants to get the pinstripe redone so it's run all the way throughout the vehicle just like it is on the other side over here, just so you guys can see. But there will be a Project Trailblazer on the channel from here on out if you guys are interested in Blazer stuff. The last thing that Noah wanted to do was put a Grizzly Copen sticker on the Trailblazer. Now, if you guys don't follow Grizzly Copen on Instagram or YouTube, he does a lot of like percussion drum set covers and stuff like that. Go give him a follow. Let's get him to his first 100 subscribers. We're debating whether or not we want to put the sticker on the front up top like this, or if we want to put it in the back. So Noah, do you want to grab the other end over here, see how it looks in the back, so we can clean up the window, try to figure out where we want to put this. Did I say you put it on the back?
Yeah, we're doing the back.
We'll put it on the back. Let's get this cleaned up and get this Grizzly Copen sticker on the back with Grandpa's Marine sticker and his deer sticker. Noah's first mod to the Trailblazer is Grizzly Copen Massive on the back of the Trailblazer. Now Noah does plan on doing like a tiny lift on this and doing wider wheels, a little bit bigger. I think he's probably going to go with like 33s if he can. But I think that sticker looks pretty good, to be honest with you. Now there is some imperfections. There's some bubbling that we'll just have to eventually get another sticker. But this sticker's been sitting at the house for, man, like 2 months. but we'll just have to get another one, get this one off. I didn't want to adhere really that well, but it looks all right for right now. It's not going anywhere. And now that this door is closed, you guys can see the color difference between the two right here. Definitely more when we're sitting back here, but for what it is, it's a free vehicle for him. It's going to be something that he's going to take off-roading. He's just going to modify and have fun with. So ultimately, stuff's probably going to need to be changed in the end. All right, so we are going to start up the Trailblazer. One cool thing down here, it's kind of blurry, but you guys can see he actually had custom Marines.
Is Mom's purse in here?
Not that I know of. Custom Marines mats with his name on it, Fred, down here in the bottom, and then my little brother has a Marines lanyard. We're gonna take it down here, take a quick picture, and you guys will see more and more of this vehicle on the channel. All right, so we took it up to the state game lands where I like to take a lot of pictures, literally 3 minutes from my house. Honestly, I think I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I hope Noah's all right with it. It really does not look bad. I'm excited to see what Noah wants to do with this thing, and obviously me helping him out along the way with everything that he wants to do with this Trailblazer. I do think that having the Grizzly Copen sticker on the back is a really cool feature. You guys know I have a Snussy Copen sticker. Now it's not nearly as big, but I think that honestly that looks cool. I really do. And I'm excited that Noah has something four-wheel drive that he'll be able to have fun with, put different wheels on it, and just have a good time. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's start talking about the Duramax. All right, so just so everybody is aware, I did promise that we would talk about the Duramax and what the current situation is of the truck. Now, I am sitting on a little bit of money. Let's put it to you this way. It's money that I wanted to be sitting on for other things other than the truck. Between my wife and I, we have a little over $5,000 saved up that we want to use towards getting the house. But if in the case that the truck just needs injectors, and maybe that's what's causing the issue between a little bit of a fueling issue, that could be the case. There could be nothing wrong with the tranny, but so you guys are aware, the truck is going to be going to the shop within the next 2 weeks so they can diagnose everything and get me a total quote of what I'm looking at for the truck. If I can keep total cost for repairs for the truck under $4,000, and that's even on a high end. I know an injector job around here, I've already been quoted for a set of 8 and installation. I'm looking about $3,600. If that is the case, I will keep my LB7. If it is more than that, then I hate to say it, but I'm just gonna be like, all right, boom, on to the next one, eat the cost, do whatever I need to do in the meantime to further myself to get into a better truck. Not that my truck isn't great, but if it's gonna cost me $10,000 to fix the truck, or relatively close to $10,000 in total to fix the truck, I only paid $11,000 for it. So I really don't want to dump literally what I paid into the truck just to keep it on the road, when I can in turn just trade it in, eat the cost, bite the bullet of that, and get something newer like an LBZ, or use that money to go towards an LML. I would much rather do that than dump $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 into my LB7. Obviously with all the rust issues and the other things going on. But so you guys are aware, the truck is still here. I just need to get it in the shop so they can properly diagnose it, check the balance rates, check everything else on the truck, and make sure that everything is fine. Speaking of LMLs, here comes my brother's 2015 Crew Cab Long Bed LML that he has deleted and tuned. Pretty ugly, man. So how does it feel knowing that you have a tiny penis?
Outstanding. I'll make it work.
All right, guys, we are going to wrap up today's video here. Obviously, we have the LML in the driveway and the Trailblazer, which we've worked on today. If you guys want to see more Trailblazer content, comment down below that you guys want to see the process of everything with the Trailblazer and what Noah has in store for it. As always, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Till the next time, guys, see you.